Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our weekly VOD reviews. That's right, I said weekly. So if you are not used to VOD reviews happening every week, look no further. This is where we do VOD reviews every week. So let's go ahead and look at some of these VOD reviews. These a look. Hopefully they all work. First one, Joy. My name is Joy. I play tank. I'm back on the same map But I feel I've gotten better since the last replay. Alright. Yeah, I remember this. This is the Bronze Malga. And, last we recalled, the Bronze Malga was running into the enemy on repeat. I'm gonna, like... Why is this, like, choppy? Alright.
You're looking for a lab assistant? I'm great with chemicals.
Bigger is better.
Okay. Not sure why, but my PC is kind of like dying to how... It's definitely dying to something. I'm not sure what. Try this. I just gotta see if it's me or what. Right now, it's looking like me.
Spend every lifetime growing into who you truly are.
Hello?
If only we could have met under different circumstances. Let's put something on that. Windborne. Climb aboard. Life creates life.
Why is it so choppy, chat? No, I'm trying to see, chat, why it's so choppy. It, like... My computer servers are cheeks now? Is that true? Yeah, it looks laggy as heck. Even though my drivers and everything are up to date. Congrats on the 5 stream streak, by the way. Alright. I think this is looking better. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is looking better, I think. Okay, so a couple things. One, they're playing very passively, and you have to remember you're the tank, you have a bunch of health, so get in there, be aggressive. Second, we decided to use our health aura when we're full health. There is nothing that is going to do for us at all, so wait until you actually lose some health before you kick in your health aura. Because that's gonna give you sustain in a fight. Yeah, I mean, aim is still definitely an issue. I'm curious as to what the damage output on this is.
That was embarrassing. Bigger is better.
Walk forward. This is the choke. You see this? This is the choke. Walk through the choke. Walk through the choke. Walk through the choke. You can't just stand at the choke for 4 minutes. Let's walk through it. Let's make something happen. Walk through it. Come on. If you stand in a choke, you're just going to get hit by Junkrat explosives, and you're going to blow up. You need to walk through it.
Not bad. Bigger is better.
The point is mine.
Okay, now we're walking through the choke. See this? Very good. Sir, you have 550 health against a bunch of people that have 200. Why are we backing up? I think the big issue I'm seeing here is we just don't know where to hold. Like, we're not holding any corners whatsoever. I want you to start finding corners. Typically, one's close to chokes when you're on defense, and hold those. And when you're on offense, take the free space that's given to you, and then find a corner associated with that free space. Probably next to wherever the enemy tank is going to be standing on a corner. Because most hit scans in this game, chat, have bullet fall off. And Malga especially does. So this guy does Jack Diddley shooting at max range against people. He needs to be next to them where he is at full capacity to shoot both guns. We're sitting all the way back here trying to do anything to these guys. When they're low on numbers, we probably could just charge in and start attacking them and drop a cage fight. But we're just sitting back here with 3 of our teammates all in front of us because we don't know how to push in. Damn. Unfortunate, Moira. Yeah, take the free space. Walk forward. Take the free space. Take the free space. See all that? See all that space that your Reinhardt is taking? That's where you should be going. Okay. See ya, Sigma. There you go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. See what happens when we actually start getting close into you know, damage range? Oh my god, the amount of people dying to a martyrdom in this game. Tell me we're in bronze without telling me we're in bronze, you know? Yeah, they're trapped in the spawn door. You should push that. Push that. Push. 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 Okay. Kill her. She can't move. Kill her. Get.
Okay, let's take things up a notch. Coming for you.
All right, we just got to pick. We just got to pick. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We got 2 picks. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yep. Yep. 3 picks. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're just like, we can't see when we start having the advantage. And we're just like walking around. We're almost like waiting for the enemy to feed into us. But they're not going to do that. The enemy team does not feed into you. You need to make stuff happen. And you being a tank, you're going to be the person that's going to make that stuff happen.
Till I say it's over. Gonna catch you. Crusaders!
Where are we going? Where are we looking? Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. That's probably the most consistent damage I've seen all game. Spray and pray. Spray and pray. Spray and pray. Spray. Spray and pray. That's right. Get up in his face. Get up in his face, chat. Activate your aura so your team doesn't die. Oh my goodness. Oh my days.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Let's see how defense goes. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really seeing, like, yes, we got a little bit better. I'm not really seeing the crazy improvements from a week ago. Yeah, also, no one holds here. No one holds here. If you're playing tank, you might hold here for a little bit to get a little fire off. But most of the time, you're not going to hold here. You're going to hold back here. Probably at this post or right here. These are probably the 2 places you kind of want to be at. You know, you don't really want to be where you're at, especially not for a long time. Let's see if we can rotate out. Hopefully we do. Hopefully we do. Hopefully we do. Hopefully we do. Hopefully. Okay. You know, I'm gonna tell you what, games are just different down here. Like, I don't really know if I saw anything that you really did in that play. It looks like your whole team kind of just did everything. But hopefully we back. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can tell that the Junkrat's going insane because that dude already has an ult 1 minute into the game. What's happening is we're watching our whole team beat the shit out of them without us really doing anything other than standing here getting confused and looking left and right, and everyone dies. That's like one of... Okay. Team's not grouped up. I mean, this is... Are we serious? I'm convinced that if that Junkrat was not there on your team, that Mercy might have got that res off. I might be convinced.
Not bad. Not bad at all. We're gonna just let him take the point. Gonna catch you.
Okay. Okay, that's cool. Come on, push. Hold the line. Hold the line. Hold the line. Chat, we're just completely lost. What are we looking at in this 5 seconds that she's ulting? Can anyone tell me what we're looking at when this lady pops ult? What are you looking at? What are we looking at? What are we looking at?
Keep them away from the point. And around we go.
Wow. Yeah, if you had that accuracy in every team fight, it would be no question on who the winner of this game is. I mean, the big issue in that team fight was while you were getting low, you never used your health shout, which gives you vampirism when you start shooting, so you can get sustained, so you won't be so weak. Because you never did that, you never had sustain, so you died instantly.
Do not allow the payload to progress.
Okay, let's take things up a notch. Charging
Oh, yeah, look at that. There we go. Good accuracy. Good accuracy. Yeah, get her. Get her. Nice. I mean, this is the best shooting we've seen all game. Holy shit. I don't know what you did between, you know, this gameplay and the gameplay you had earlier in this VOD, but do this more often. Whatever this is. I mean, not this. Don't do that more often, but you know what I mean. Do, you know, what we were seeing here. Do this more often. This, and this, and this. Oh, that was really good. And then ignore this. Whatever that was, you know, that's just overextension. After you get the kills, you're supposed to back out. Your team's dead, don't go in. Your team's dead, don't go in. Your team's dead. Your team's dead, don't go in. Your team's dead. If you look in the top right hand corner, you can see a kill feed. If you see that you lost 2 enemies, it's probably not a good, or 2 friendlies, it's probably not a good idea to keep going in. Because you're just going to stagger yourself, and then they're going to push the payload even more. Okay, good idea with the shout, but no enemies are nearby, so it's not going to do anything for you.
Thanks for patching me up. Bigger is better.
So yeah, I mean, obviously you can play here because you don't want them to touch, right? But if you know that the enemy team is going to have to come through this way, you could be a little bit more aggressive and play something like here, so that as they're pushing through, you're kind of attacking them, you know? You can also play here or even guard castle. So, like, they have to run past you to go touch. So if they stop to fight you, they're not going to be able to touch. So you can be really aggressive here because you know that they have to touch at some point. But you can also play safe like we do here. They're probably not gonna touch. So we'll just see how it goes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even think they're gonna touch. Yeah. So honestly, did we improve that compared to last week? Yes. I'd probably say in terms of improvement on a scale of 1 to 10, we have probably improved with like a 3. You know, like there was a little improvement there. Was it like 10 being like we've improved so much that like we're ready for the next level? Probably not. But we got some things, you know. There was aim. Aim was a lot better. Control was a lot better. Definitely didn't charge in and feed so many times. Still did it. But yeah, I mean, big things. Holding corners is something that we definitely need to work on a ton. Keeping aware of the kill feed. We are going in sometimes without our team, and that's just blowing us up. Aim always could use work, but the fourth one I'm going to say is making sure we're using that vampiric shout to give us some sustain in those fights, because it looks like you're just forgetting that ability exists, or you're using it when you're at full health, and that really doesn't provide much value. So I hope that stuff helps. Next, we're going to be looking at Korn. Looks like he's doing Diamond Master placements, and he is playing Lifeweaver. So we'll see how he does on the Lifeweaver. Ban it, ban it, banana.
Pristine face. 2, 1.
Honestly, I would do the dash out of spawns just so you could get one quicker.
Perfect world is a perfect prison. Let's put something on that.
I think going into this fight as well, I immediately would throw down a pedal just to give your characters the option that if they used it, they can get a little bit of higher ground over here. Just putting one off to the side just allows them to have that. Not only that, but it can also give them an escape option. And cool thing about pedal is you can have one out and it will just start the countdown of your next one. So it really doesn't hurt you to throw a pedal out when you need one, you know? Okay, yeah, pedal in here is not really going to do a whole lot. He just looks super confined, super closed off. Running to the side probably is going to be better. Good night, Bobby! But yeah, it doesn't look like a whole lot's happening here. Probably a better thing for you would have been maybe to take the time to branch out over here, just to give yourself more space away from people. You can see more things. Also gives you that space to be able to, if you're going to life grip someone, you can actually physically pull them to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like over here, this is good. Thing is, though, you got here too late. Should have been here a lot sooner. And then, yeah, honestly, with point not being contested yet, I think it would have been a better option if you just got on point, stalled it out, so at least your whole team came back, and maybe... I mean, if you won, killed the Juno, and somehow capped, that'd be great. But at least stalling this out is going to make it so that your team can all regroup here. You'll die, and your dying will be worth something. And then you can get out. I mean, getting out here is fine, too. It's just like... they're already staggering your team so hard, it might have been better if you just decided to stall the point out, so these staggers didn't feel so hard, because nothing was upticking so much.
A touch of regrowth.
Bad guys. Take them out.
Same deal here, though. I would definitely throw out a pedal just to give people the option to have a pedal. Some people will use the pedal. If they don't, that's okay, because if your pedal lasts forever anyways. So it's good to just always have one out if you can. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, big thing I'm seeing is just not having a pedal down for an escape route. Or to give anyone any kind of versatility. A lot of people use Lifeweaver for the whole fact that he has the utility of the pedal and the life grip. So if you're not using the pedal, you're not using half of his kit, you know? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'd pull her. I'd pull her. I'd pull her. I'd pull her. Okay. I mean, I'm not seeing any life grips. I'm not seeing any pedals. I really don't understand why we're playing Lifeweaver. You know what I'm saying? Chat, you know what I'm saying? Damn. Same deal though, you could probably throw a pedal down if you wanted to. Not sure why you destroyed the pedal. I probably would have just kept it there. Like, because if you didn't destroy the pedal, you could have taken the pedal back up there instead of having to parkour. You know what I'm saying? But you destroyed the pedal, and because you destroyed the pedal, now you are stuck down here and have to probably use another pedal to get back up. So you're kind of just like screwing it up for yourself, I guess. You're making yourself have to work a lot harder than you have to on Lifeweaver. Still have yet to see a life grip. Still have yet to see a life grip.
A familiar sting of failure.
Thank you. Securing this objective.
This ends now.
That was a good life grip. Okay. Yeah, especially if you're gonna take the pedal perk, it's just gonna be better for you just to have a pedal around, always. Like here, even here, I'd throw a pedal out just to like have one for someone.
An absolute blessing.
Dog Raider, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Ooh.
Reloading, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I mean, there just looks like super heavy heal botting. Could have probably fought the Genji. Could have probably also focused on the Sierra since your Ram wasn't taking a whole lot of damage and your Sierra got dove by a Genji. So a little bit of focus priority was an issue there. I think the big thing, though, is just it doesn't look like you're maximizing the kit. Like, we're not having pedal... Like, pedal uptime could be better. And I feel like we could be life gripping better. And maybe a reason that we're not great at life gripping is because your positioning is so much always behind the team rather than on some off angle. Sometimes it's better to be on an off angle like this, where you can actually pull your Ram to a better position that's away from the enemy. There you might have been able to wall tree the you know, the Ram behind. Instead you kind of had to knock your own tree down, which is kind of just like an alt waste there. But yeah, I mean, the summary is the kit is not being maximized. And better ways to maximize it are going to be pedal uptime, perhaps off angles, so the life grip actually will take them to a new position in general instead of just like straight backwards. I mean, those are like usually that's most of his kit. Other things that can be cheeky are like walling characters off with the ultimate. And I think sometimes you are a little bit too heal-sided. We probably could actually be shooting more thorns, I think. Agent Rask, what is good, sir? But yeah, so hope that helps. A lot of it just seems like kit maxing, to be honest. And then, Silver 3 Genji, last VOD review of the night. Let's see what this Genji can work on. If I had to guess, chat, most Genjis that end up in Silver will use all their abilities to get in and have no abilities to get out. So we're gonna see probably, if I had to guess, a lot of feuding.
I still have my...
Ready for battle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Okay, I do like the movement. The movement is actually already kind of good, chat. I like that we're using wall climbs. I like that we're going in, using the wall climbs on, like, inconspicuous spots that make it tougher for us to be noticed. I kind of like how we already got movement and we're already kind of behind the back line. All of this seems really good. Even the triple shot into a dash fan, really good idea. Execution probably could be better. Sometimes, as a Genji, it might even be better to dash right in front of them. Because if you dash at the ground, you'll still hit in front of them, and that will stop you right in front of the enemy, where you can fan and get yourself a melee kill, and you'll be able to one-shot them. If you are going to dash with Genji, and you're going straight and not necessarily into the ground in front of an enemy, you're going to have to 180, and it's going to really be tough for you to necessarily, you know, get those shots. So sometimes it's better for you to dash at the ground right in front of them so that it stops your dash short. All right, good stuff. Even the deflect to get ourselves out after a recover. Join my Discord. I have my Discord. I think it's on my Twitch page. I don't know if it's on my YouTube. I don't know if my YouTube can have links. But I have a Discord. Either on my Twitch channel or, yeah, I think it was really just, oh, you know what? In the YouTube description, it should be in the description on YouTube. Hopefully it's there on lives. If it's not there, go to one of my other videos and you can find it, on one of my videos in the description. But Check that out and then join, and then there's a VOD review channel that you can drop the codes on. Oh. Okay, so we're getting chased. I mean, a bolt recover. Okay. Okay.
Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
All right, and so like, I have a feeling, chat, that this is actually just like we have a really good team, so we're not gonna necessarily see a whole lot of flaws here because of how good we are game-wise, but still early. Just a really quick first take. Looks like we're up against a bunch of beam characters. Looks like we're doing some parkour. Really good. Really good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, take out the turrets. Really good stuff. Good stuff. Scouting out. I don't know if I would take the TP out there, to be honest. It's really kind of not needed. Kind of just sets you up for getting headshot like that. Really good though. We're keeping people distracted up here. I don't know if you would necessarily be looking here. You have people that are kind of looking for you up here, and they're kind of isolated. So honestly, these people are probably going to be a better target, the Sim and the Sojourn, than attacking the people that are down with their tank down there, especially if these guys are looking for you and you expose yourself down there. So honestly, keeping an eye on these people is probably going to be better for you in terms of picking a fight. Not to mention, if you stand still too long, they will get the jump on you. Yeah. Like, the unfortunate part there, yes, you're only, like, she's so low too. But honestly, the only issue is you let her get the jump on you rather than you getting the jump on her. So she got you with a couple extra bullets, where you could have gotten her with a couple extra bullets and she would have been dead. Sounds good. Thanks, Doge.
Nanoboost administered.
Yeah, same deal. I mean, teleporters are like... okay. Good dash out. Yeah, I mean, she's half. You probably could actually go in on that if you wanted to. It looks to me like we're lacking the confidence to go for duels. So, I honestly would like to see a little bit more aggression in terms of taking 1v1s. And you might not want to do that in comp, but you can certainly practice it in quick play, just to get yourself a feel for how aggressive you necessarily can be on Genji. Because it looks to me like a lot of it that you're doing is like... Sometimes we get confident and want to fight people, but sometimes you just get yourself into this state of, I'm just going to sit on a choke and spam. Or sit on the front lines and spam. And you're playing kind of like a flank hero that's supposed to kind of be in the back line, pressuring people at certain places and really shaking them out. Yeah, I mean, even this is good, right? You're taking your aggression just by being in a... Just by being in a position like this, right? You're taking the aggression from them just spamming your team in the chokes to now they're kind of worried about you, right? They have to come looking for you. Sojourn actually did come over to you, and she's kind of by herself, so this is an isolated kill. This is exactly what we want. Nice, and then, so we get the kill. Cool. We get a health back. Awesome. And then you don't have to go back here. I probably would have gone back up here, saw what was happening up here, maybe gone back up for the Symmetra. But try to be, like, you have the numbers advantage, so now you can be a little bit more aggressive, and then more aggressive, and then more aggressive, you know? Not to mention you being a flank hero, if you get a small health pack, it actually heals you 150 instead of just the 75 because you're a flanker. Very cool sub-passive role. But yeah, a lot of this is just downtime that's not needed, and you could have just gone up the stairs and wall climbed again. Honestly, yeah, okay. Okay. Good. Only thing I was gonna say is when you do this, right? I like that we dash in the air. This is really good, especially if you're gonna get nanoed or something. We're not getting a nano here, that's okay. So we slice the Mizuki. Cool. Now, we had a Moira with us too, right? And she faded back here. So instead of you just dashing over to the tank and trying to fight the tank here, I would have dashed over to this Moira, because that would have been a dash, 2 slices, and she's dead. And then we dash back up to the Sojourn up here. You kind of dash on the tank, which is all good because he dies. But a better tank might have just, you know, stopped you right there with maybe a Sigma Rock, 2 hits, and a punch, and now you're dead. So target priority on Blade could have been a better, but I liked the whole fact that we used Blade. We weren't afraid to use it. Even this, though, you don't need 3 people on cart. Let's push up. Let's get aggressive. Even get yourself into, like, a defensive flank, like, right here. Like, if you're playing here, the enemy team, when they come out of here, they're going to have to, like, look up and turn their heads to you. And that's going to leave them super exposed to whoever's shooting them from the side here. So, even just getting yourself up to a position like this, just so you can, you know, attack them, see who's weak, and then dash on them, too, because you're in dash distance from there. Can't really dash anyone from back from where we're standing, you know? Yeah. So this is the position I would have liked you at, and you kind of, like, got there late. Really focus on teleporters that no one really uses. Nice, good kill. So your problem here is that you're a little too shaky with the aim. They're not paying attention to you, so you really don't have to be so shaky with the aim. You really just have to keep it in one spot and just aim. And you're just kind of like flicking all over the place. And then here's just a mistiming where she fades, and at the same time you kind of go for a dash. And now it's kind of like she has just the upper hand, and you can't really do anything about it. But honestly, you kind of played yourself in that whole fight. The Moira duel especially. On Moira, you really shouldn't dash until you see her fade.
60 seconds remaining.
Otherwise, she's just going to use fade to gain distance, and you'll never be able to get that back. Yeah, even this is good, right? 2 people are kind of, like, forcing themselves onto you, and you're kind of, like, you know, taking that, and nice, 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 nice. Nice. That's both damage dead. I'd call out both damage are dead if you're in comms. As we go to... Alright, you can't kill a Moira in Coalescence. She's too hard to hit. But you can certainly kill a Mizuki, so I'd be trying to focus on the Mizuki here, to be honest. The Moira is just way too difficult to hit. And now that they're dead... I think it just takes you a lot of downtime, too, on fights, right? Like, you get here, you could have certainly grabbed this, and then peeked back around, right? There's no sense for you to spend the extra 3 seconds going all the way up here. It's kind of pointless. Why don't you come back over here and just pressure again, you know? I mean, you're in cover and things, so, like, why don't you, you know? This is just, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, like, 5 seconds of downtime. which, you know, they can spend to get the Sojourn back up, and then she's back and she's ready to shoot you. So... just a lot of downtime. Especially on those rotations. Those could be quicker.
Incoming. Defend objective A.
Biggest thing I'm seeing, though, is confidence for isolation kills. And maybe a little bit of target priority. Nice. I mean, honestly, not a bad idea. He was low. Okay. Yeah, I mean, here you don't have deflect. Oh, that was a really bad dash. Okay, we're still alive. I really do think you can win these isolation kills. Mechanically, you actually don't look that bad. It just looks like you're almost timid, in a way. But if this is silver, like you were saying it is, then you shouldn't really be afraid of these guys. Honestly, you probably could even sit on that point to stall it. Like, this would have been a great time for you to just take the time, walk on the point, stall it, just so it's not moving, while they push into your team. Your team hopefully backs up, and you're kind of stalling this payload that whole time. So while they're using ults and everything to try and make space and push stuff, the payload's not actually moving. So, you know, you're kind of wasting their time and stalling it out, and everything is kind of going good. Especially because they're kind of oblivious to the whole thing. Here, you also focus the Coalescencing Moira way too much. You can't kill a Coalescencing Moira because she heals like 50 a second. Unless you're really cracked on your burst kills, which we're in silver, we're not gonna be. You really shouldn't focus on Coalescencing Moiras because you're going to be wasting more of your time trying to make something happen on her than... you know, you could be spending that time that you're wasting doing something more efficiently, like picking off a squishy that is not getting healed 50 a second, you know, for 8 seconds. Nice. Nice, nice. Blades seem good. Not worried about the blades. Bro loves, yeah, like, what is this rotation? You're just kind of, like, taking yourself out of these fights with unnecessary dashes. Like, if I had to say one of the biggest issues that I'm seeing, it's the whole fact that we have so much downtime. Where you're literally just doing nothing. You're just walking around the map. mean, this is good. You're distracting her, making her waste all her entire ult on you. It's really good. Yeah, I mean, big thing really is just downtime, I'd say. Could be better. Downtime's a huge one, though, for sure. For sure. Really need tips. Game-wise, my aim's good. But I shouldn't have died this many times in this game. I started a month ago, so I have around 40-ish hours. Well, yeah, I mean, biggest thing I'd say probably is play more. Because... interactions, hero interactions, like, yeah, I can kind of tell you, but you're gonna know the most of it, that, maps, and all that stuff by playing the game. I mean, yes, there are guides out there that tell you how to take things. Like the easy thing that I usually say in terms of Route 66 and things to take is, like, most teams that end up taking control of the gas station win first point of Route 66. And then next team that takes control of this area wins second point of Route 66. And then most teams that end up taking over this truck end up winning, you know, point 3 of Route 66. So there's definitely different knowledge of maps that you can learn, but playing is going to help you the most. Nice. I like that we're already using the high ground. This is really good. Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, you probably didn't need a Fiend for the kill, but, I mean, no harm, no foul. Your team won that whole fight, so whatever. Doesn't matter to me. Yeah, I mean, they don't even touch here. That's fine. Biggest issue I'm seeing here is, like, you are playing in a really bad position in terms of seeing any kind of sight lines. I would have rather you either take the grenade to launch yourself up to here so you have most of the cart to be seen, plus this giant angle up here that you can attack from, or you take the time to get yourself up to here. This takes away the whole left side. You can't really see anyone fighting on this left side over here, but at least you can still see here, you can see here, but you have bullet fall off. The playing over here is pretty good, you know? But where you're at right now is just meh. Big ol'. Okay. Honestly, going into turret form here would be fine too. Nice, good kills. 5 on cart. You really don't need 5 on cart. Let's push up. Push up. You don't need to be on cart. You are a bastion. Their choke's going to be here. I want you kind of set up over here, just so that once they start pushing out of this choke, you go into bastion form, you just start shooting here. You really don't need 5 people on the cart. Cart moves fastest at 3 people on cart. Any more than that, and the cart won't speed up anymore. The fastest it can go is when 3 people are on cart. So you really should just take more space, get yourself into another position to set yourself up for the next fight. Similar to what I was saying on you know, point 1. If there's like a common theme here that I'm already seeing in these first 2 fights, and it's the whole fact that you're not positioning yourself to set up for the next fight. And that kind of makes sense if you never have played this game. You only have like 40 hours of this game, because you're not going to know where the next fight's going to be necessarily. So yeah, 5, 6. Yeah, what are we doing here? You playing here like this is letting them come out here and shoot for free. It's letting these guys come out and attack for free. If you made any kind of position, you don't even have to be in this doorway. You can play back here. But playing either, like, or even over here is probably not as great, but you could even play over here if you wanted to. Just something to be a little bit more aggressive to stop them from just being able to take free pot shots if they want to. Especially on someone like Ashe. Like, if she gets a free pick, it's like, dang. You know, you could have prevented that. But we're literally pirate shipping. Ahoy, mateys! Get on the pirate ship! Arr! Literally pirate shipping in gold, chat. For those of you that don't know what pirate ship means, you see, if you're playing a game like Overwatch, pirate shipping is when you have a moving payload and you have someone that's able to sit on the turret like a bastion just on top of it, because this thing is just going to move. And much like a pirate ship does, you're just going to be able to man the cannons and shoot anyone that kind of comes over to try and contest it at all. Like so. A pirate ship. Big shatter. Boom. Okay. Yeah, I mean, really awkward positioning for those. I really don't know what the thought process was. Here, you are literally just pirate shipping. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, huge stomp, but we know, chat, the issue in low lobbies Overwatch is that no one knows how to play defense. And if no one knows how to play defense, it's going to be a stomp and a roll for both teams because they don't know where to stand and how to stop things from coming. So it's not really attack that we necessarily have the issue with. I'm sure the big part here is going to be the defense. But don't you worry. I know how to put the D in Dihan, and so we're going to get you defended, and you're going to be all ready for the defense. Next time you end up playing on Route 66. This stuff's good right now. Good right now, good right now. Yeah, I mean, that kind of sucked. The D stands for defense. Nice. Big kill, big kill. Yeah. Oh. Okay, we dropped. We probably should not have done that. But that's okay. Now that their whole team is backed up, take your time to get back up to this high ground, yeah? Because you were doing very big plays up here. So I have a feeling that if you kept playing up here, you'd continue to do big things, right? You dropping down here and not going back up there may be a reason this falls apart. Big kill. Pathing. Real bad. Could have just walked. Time will tell you this, but you could have walked through here, got healing. This guy's a support too. He could have healed you. Could have just sat on for the front side of payload so that you weren't in firing range of the bastion. Really could have used a lot of natural cover, and we just, like, didn't. You know, we just walked until we fell apart. Little fun fact, you can look straight down at the grenade, and you can then, give yourself a little jump right over top of it, and it will boop you forward. That's a faster way to get you to point. Big ult, let's see what happens. Big kill on the Zen. I like that. I like that we waited for the Moira to move too. You're definitely not going to be stuck in gold for your entire time. We're seeing a lot of habits that, like, plats or diamonds are going to have. I think for you, the big thing is just going to be playing the maps and getting a feel for the maps and how the maps work. Because, honestly, a lot of the basics and game knowledge, it seems like you already kind of have down. Yeah, probably just not a really good time to use your ult. Not sure what exactly you were doing there. Yeah, nothing worse than just standing AFK and attacking a teleporter. That's just kind of just gonna get yourself killed. Most people don't use the teleporter anyways, so why shoot it? A lot of this seems like you're just playing frontline, though. Like, you're playing either frontline or you're just playing on the thing. Like, I've yet to see you use any kind of, like, off angles like this, off angles like this. Like, somewhere where you're able to attack and the enemy can't just put a shield up to block you. You know what I mean? But you're just kind of like... You're literally just kind of playing in front of your team. Or playing with your whole team. And it's like... That can be good, but you're going to get a lot more value if you end up finding an aggressive off angle with Bastion. Where you can, like, pin them down in the turret form. Like, even, you're going main right now, even if you decided to take this way up to stairs and you end up here, like, yes, there's a sim wall right now, so it's not going to make sense. I mean, it's not going to really do well for you going this way either with it. But if the sim wall's not here and you end up showing up here and you just, like, blow these guys up because you're Bastion from behind, like, that's like 2 or 3 picks that we're looking at right here. If you attack from this angle, they all hide right behind this payload and you can't shoot shit. So, really think about these off angles and the value that those can provide. And yeah, you might be like, ah, Dion, but if I play here, they're going to all play right here and hide. Yeah. But the difference is if they all play here and hide, your whole team can still see them where they're standing right here. If you play here and they all hide here, they're guarded from the whole team because you didn't choose to go up to this area. So that's why off angles are so good, because you can pin them down from multiple angles and eventually something's going to give. Here we are shooting a sim shield for 5 seconds. Hope you guys like that. Like, even this, right? You went into turret form, Ram put a shield up here. If you were up here and you put your turret form down, Ram can either put a shield up here, in which case, you know, you can't do anything. You either have to drop down or you just wait it out. But if he puts a shield up here, your whole team gets to shoot at him for free. And if he puts a shield here to block the team, you're up here still gunning them down. So, you know, there's like just more you can do if you're on off angles. And that's what you kind of need to figure out. And that's kind of what I was talking about when we were on attack too, and you were just playing on main. You're just not thinking about these off angles. You are probably going to do more damage in turret form than you will be just dropping your Bastion ult. Not to mention, what do we got? Okay, you didn't get the bonus health. Did they make it so he just gets bonus health in ult chat? Did they make that a thing? No. They didn't. That's okay. Yeah, I mean, honestly, again, if you were up here, guess what? You rotate out. Yeah, you blow these people up. You walk on over here. You pop your ultimate. You're out of the fight, but you're like 3 steps from it, but you're out of the fight. Where you're at here is like 20 steps from the fight. Not to mention, if any of these guys get low, how the fuck are you going to follow up on that? You can't, you know? So really think about those off angles and just how close they can be from the fight. Yeah, I know that was fast-paced. That's okay. Nothing much to see there. It's really just off angles, though. You're just called. This is what we call, chat, a trench warrior. I don't know if you guys remember the trench warriors that we talked about 2 years ago. But yeah, this is one of those trench warrior moments where we are just fighting hard in the trenches because we just don't know where else to go. And mechanically, it looks like we're doing pretty good. You know, we end up in gold with this, but if we ended up playing any sort of high ground, off angle, anything, we'll probably be in plat or diamond in a week. I think once we get the map knowledge, we'll be good for sure. Here we are being a trench warrior again. Like, trench warrior, again, like, play up here. Even if you wrap yourself to play over here, like, you don't have to be down here just taking all the damage. It's just not a good look, man. Wow. Unfortunate aim. Another reason why off angles works, when it gets to overtime like this, chat, the enemy is going to have to touch the cart, right? So if you're playing over here, the enemy couldn't care less. Because you're going to be playing here, but they have to touch cart, so they're going to have to be on cart. So you're able to rain down your fire from here without anyone really caring about it. If you're going to play on cart, they want to push cart, so they're all going to be fighting on cart, so you're just going to be dead. I don't think I really need to go over more of this, but we'll watch it on 2x speed. We're just going to see the same mistakes, though. Yeah, trench warrior blows up by a tank because we're in the trenches.
Don't look back down. We're gonna tough this out.
Unfortunate recontest, but you didn't really have a team for it. Back down. Oh. So that was a good form of high ground. Only issue is like you basically walked into right where the Malga was. Even if you moved yourself over to here to the right a little bit more, or even over here to have a little bit more cover, would have been better. You just picked the bridge with literally no cover, so you just blew up. Here your guys are grouping up, so you're gonna have to give. There's nothing wrong in ulting when you get it, by the way. Yeah, I mean, on the trenches again, blowing up by a Sigma. Honestly, dude, if you just use high ground at all on any of these fights, you'll start to do better. It just looks like your team won just because they had the better tanks on the ground. But yeah, like I said, I don't think we really need to see much more of this. Did we end up winning this? And you have 2 whole minutes to push this. Yeah. Game just blows up. Easy. Yeah, honestly, just use high ground. That's gonna be it, chat. Thanks everyone for coming out to another Dhon stream, and I'll see y'all in no way people are dropping. All right, yeah. Thanks everyone for coming out. It's gonna be it. Thanks everyone for coming out, and I will see you guys all probably next week with another Dhon VOD review. Do this every Monday, chat. So if you guys haven't followed, feel free to hit that follow button, and yeah, I'll see you guys all next week.